Irving Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning.
From Tiger Yard on a beautiful spring afternoon in Irving, Texas, it's the ICTN Game of the Week. It's the MacArthur Cardinals against the Irving Tigers. Hi, everybody. Rob Willman with you. John Nelson joins us in just a moment, and the Irving Tigers trying to bounce back from a game against these same Cardinals earlier in the week in which MacArthur pretty much really dominated the baseball game. But that's why you play the game. They start fresh, and they'll start all over again in just a few minutes. Man, just a beautiful day, just a light breeze blowing from center to right as we take a look at the district standings and how things stack up in 9-6A. And as you look at from top to bottom, right now Jesuit is the leader in this at a perfect 3-0. Their district mark, they've already won 15 games overall. Nimitz also at 3-0. Nimitz with a playoff run last year. Enjoyed watching the Vikings play. We have MacArthur and Irving both at 2-1 in district, along with W.T. White. Again, the top four teams make it into postseason. The batting order very quickly before we get this game underway. It'll be Logan Austin starting things off for MacArthur. Baruder second, Lyons third, Griffin batting cleanup. Followed by Horn in the number 5 spot, Felipe Garcia, Hunter Watkins, Marcus Hudson, and Jacob Flemings is your batting order. And for the call is Mr. John Nelson. John?
All right, Rob, on the hill for the Tigers, right-hander Christian Banda, and starts Logan off with a breaking pitch in for a strike at the knees. 0-1 to Logan Austin. The right-handed hitting shortstop for the Cards, and the count even at 1-1. Banda, a sophomore. Austin, Baruder, and Lyons, the first three for the Cardinals. Austin hitting .321, and the 1-1 pitch is popped to right field as Bartlett squares up, running in about 15 feet and pockets it for out number 1. 3 pitches, and Austin flies out to right to begin this District 9-6A matchup. And here's Evan Baruder, the center fielder, hitting .217 for Mac. Cardinals as a team hitting an even .400. They come in averaging right at 3 runs a game. Off the glove of Aaron Strain into short left field, goes into foul ground as Baruder with a hot smash off of the glove of Strain is aboard at first for the game's first hit.
Give him a hit on that one, huh?
That was a shot. Really smoked, and Strain just able to get the glove down and deflected it into foul ground behind third. And here's Jake Lyons. Lyons, the opposing pitcher, batting .308 with a pronounced open stance. Righty-lefty matchup as Banda looks Baruder back to first.
Banda would not like to get off to a start like his counterpart did, Austin, or Salinas did earlier this week when MacArthur played at 2 runs just in the first inning.
Lyons with a couple of RBIs, a couple of doubles. Batting .308. It was Logan Austin who had 8 strikeouts against the Tigers on Tuesday. Fastball down low. And the count at 2-0 with Alan Griffin on deck. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the first. The Cards overall at 6-5. This is their 12th game of the year. And back in time is Baruder, as Gold holding on the runner at first. Cards have won 5 in a row. Another throw to first. And Baruder back head first. Ryan Canan in his second year. His dad coached for a long time at Mac. Roy retired a couple of years ago. Ryan was head coach at Ranchview before taking over here at Irving MacArthur. another throw. This one a little closer as they try to measure the stride of Baruter at first. Cardinals had 11 hits in that 10-0 win over Irving on Tuesday night. The 3-0 pitch is taken on the outside corner for a strike.
Well, Baruter is tied for second on the team in stolen bases, so I could see why Banda is keeping a sharp eye at that leadoff as you take a look there over at first.
And the fourth time they've gone to first. And for the fourth time, Baruter able to get back in time. What sun there is in right field. There's a little bit of sheen off the right field wall as Ryan Bartlett shading his eyes between pitches. And the 3-1 pitch is outside for a ball. And the throw goes into center field. It was ball 4. They're going to get the runner at third. There's out number 2.
No, they're going to call
and they interfered with him. Yep. The Lions walked. Baruter ends up at third, and runners at the corners on the infield interference.
Watch the shortstop, Inocencio, right there. He's trying to push him out of the way, and you'll watch. If you might be able to see the umpire just to your right. He's going to call time and point right there, calling the interference on the bases. Now, Kajihiro will come out for Irving and try to get an explanation from the umpire on that, or just try to get his word in. But he already made the call, and now the Cardinals have runners at the corners with only 1 out.
Yeah, instead of 2 outs and a man on first, runners on first and third with 1 out. And here's Alan Griffin, the third baseman. And Banda's pitch is chopped to the left of the mound. Charging is Inocencio. The throw is high. Run scores. Goal able to get the foot down as the run from third scores. It's 1-0 Irving MacArthur.
Well, whatever it takes, John, just get bat on ball and get that runner across the plate, and that's what Alan Griffin did right then.
Inocencio charging with a nice throw to first. Out number 2, Levi Horn, the catcher. And the breaking pitch is up high for a ball.
Isaiah Nunez is the pinch runner, courtesy runner right there, number 12, down at second base for MacArthur.
Nunez is a junior, running for Lions, the pitcher. Baruter has scored from third. And the pitch is backhanded by Salinas. And the count even, or rather 2-0 on Levi Horn, the catcher.
Banda having a tough time the last couple of batters finding the strike zone. That always leads to bad news.
Pitch stays up high. Levi with 9 hits this year for the Cards, batting an even .300. And a 3-0 count with a man on second and 2 outs. Banda, the sophomore, looks over the shoulder, steps off the hill, and looks the runner back to second. And again, Isaiah Nunez running for the Cardinals at second base. 1-0 Irving MacArthur on top. Banda comes home, and that one on the outside edge, and the count at 3-1.
You know what makes MacArthur so good is the fact they really don't have like one player doing all the damage. It's pretty spread out, especially in clutch hits. You've got about 4 players there right near the top of the team in RBIs.
3-1 pitch is a strike, kind of a late call by the home plate umpire as Horn was headed to first. It looked a little low, but the count now full.
Yeah, it looked like it was in the dirt and away, didn't it? Let's watch it again on the replay. Yeah, I think Banda got one there.
And a look back to second. Yeah, the Cards this year with a good leadoff hitter in Austin, a good number 2 man in Baruter. They lead 1-0. And the payoff pitch is swung on in the air, shallow center field. The shortstop drifting out. The second baseman able to make the catch, Jason Hernandez, and puts it away for out number 3. But the Cardinals take the lead, a run on a hit, no errors, and they strand one. And after a half inning of play, it is Irving MacArthur 1, and the Irving Tigers coming up.
Well, we were supposed to have girls softball last week. Of course, Mother Nature intervened, and we had to put that one on the shelf. So it's good to get outside and play some baseball.
Oh, this is a beautiful spring evening, culminating the first week of spring. Temperature in the 60s. What wind there is blowing out to right field. Just a picture-perfect night for district baseball.
You're looking at Jake Lyons. Man, this guy has a 0.73 ERA, has struck out 33 while only walking 5. This is who he will face for the Irving Tigers. Aaron Strain leading things off, playing third. The shortstop, Inocencio, batting second. Salinas third. The DH is batting fourth. Gold fifth. Felipe Garcia, followed by Pedro Alvarez. Ryan Bartlett in right field. Christian Banda, the pitcher, rounding out the top 9 for the Irving Tigers. Again, this Tiger team has had a tough time, John, putting runs on the board. They're a very young team. They've got about 6 sophomores, a couple of freshmen on this roster. So, and last year was an uphill battle too. So, defensively, this is who MacArthur and Jake Lyons will have defensively. You've got Garcia at first, Flemings at second, Austin at short, Griffin at third, Hudson in left, Baruder in center, Tanner Franco, your right fielder, Levi Horn behind the plate. And again, number 7, Jake Lyons, who has shared the duties of pitching with Logan Austin. Between those two, those ERAs are under 2 for both of them. Quite impressive. You can have a 1-2 punch like that in high school baseball.
Lyons with a record of 2-1. He's tall. He's 6'4", weighs 235. He'll face Aaron Strain, the leader off for the Tigers, the third baseman, and fouls one straight back. Lyons, as Rob said, with an ERA of under 1. Mack with a staff ERA of just over 3. After 11 games, this is the 10th game for the Tigers. And the 0-1 pitch is a fastball in for a strike. 0-2 on Aaron Strain. Jake Lyons has worked 19 innings, making his 4th start. Has allowed 7 hits, 4 runs. 2 of those are earned. The 0-2 pitch is fouled about 3/4 up the netting. Coach Kerry Carajillo coaching at third. As you see from center field, the target by Horn, it stays up a little high, right above the shoulders. And there is Coach Carajillo, his first year at Irving High. Was a head coach for a number of seasons at DeSoto.
Also an assistant back in their heyday, back when Benny Jones was year in and year out back in the early 80s, sending that team to postseason and winning state as well back around 83.
And a swing and a miss as Jake Lyons collects strikeout number 34. So the leadoff hitter dispatched, and here's the shortstop. As you see the Tiger dugout, Seth Inocencio.
We've seen this on football helmets the last couple of years, that flat black look, and now it's kind of transferred over to baseball as the Tigers have like a flat black looking batting helmet. You like that look, John?
It leaves no doubt as they will never be traded. You will never see another logo. On a bright, sunshiny day, there is no glare. I mean, it's kind of a dull jet black. That's different. You know, seeing it for the first time. Yeah, I like it. Count 1-1. A little behind it.
Like the first time I saw, like when A&M in football had that flat maroon look to their helmets. It wasn't glossy anymore. This seems to be the style. Everyone's going that way.
Number of teams in District 10 6A wear that. That one outside. 1-0. Cardinals on top. Noah Salinas will hit third here in the bottom of the first. Game number 10 for the Tigers. Again, 2-1 in district. A big district game for both of these teams. At 2-1. And this one off with a glove. And then able to hold on to it is Lyons. He's flexible.
Oh, that's great.
Or that glove has no give at all.
Well, you know, he kept his eye on it. That was the whole thing. At first I thought he was going to lose it, but comes right back to him. He pokes the glove in the air and then has the presence of mind there to keep his eye on it and gets the put out.
Able to make the bucket catch as it was deflected up high and a pitch down low to the Tiger catcher Noah Salinas. Irving held to just 2 hits on Tuesday night.
Was not pretty if you're a Tiger fan, that's for sure.
Before that, they beat Skyline in district by a 5-1 final score. 2-0 to count on the catcher. Has 8 hits this year. And the 2-0 pitch. Did he hold up? The appeal, no sign yet. He did hold up. He checked his swing. And the count at 3-0 on Noah Salinas, the catcher. Lyons rocks and fires, throws hard and gets the low strike, and the count at 3-1.
The Lions doing a pretty good job here. Third batter in the first inning of spreading it out location-wise, but of course that one failed.
And a 2-out walk. And the Tigers have their first base runner of the night. Sun has fully set, so no problem with the Sun from here on out. Sebastian Cecinas, the cleanup hitter, the DH, and a courtesy runner for Noah Salinas. It'll be number 8, Julio CANO. Sebastian Cecinas getting over 400 this year. Not CANO, it's Shell running at first.
More Shell, we saw him during the football season.
Two outs. Sebastian, and the 0-1 pitch is down low, ball 2. Lions kind of broke off his follow through, kind of stopped and never followed through that last pitch. Almost got away from Levi Horn. Lions set, looks down, comes home, and hit to the left side. Austin backhands it. Here's a long throw, and in time. Logan Austin over to Felipe Garcia. And there is out number 3. And for the Tigers in the bottom of the first, no runs on no hits, no miscues by the Cards, and a runner left. After 1 full, it is Irving MacArthur 1, and the Tigers of Irving nothing.
It's a nice strong throw by Austin at short that time, going to his right. With the put out at first and keeping the goose egg up there on the scoreboard here in the early go.
The dimensions here at the Tiger Yard, 325. Down the lines, 375 to left center and right center. And there's an 8-foot-high aluminum fence all the way around as the Tigers loosen up in the outfield.
You know, this year they've changed things up a bit, John, about playing series. You play the team twice in the same week, and this game was earlier in the week over against MacArthur and Irving, where Mac with 10 hits, 10 runs. Irving with the errors, 4 in all, and only 2 base hits in that ball game. And Mac has tossed a few shutouts against their arch rivals here in the last few years.
You know, Rob, the Coppell, their district is also, they have gone to this 2-game series, and the theory being, you know, you don't want to see the number 1 pitcher in the same week. You see 1 against 2, 2 against 1, vice versa. Kind of even things out instead of maybe in 3 weeks you would see Mac's number 1 again.
I like that thought.
Felipe Garcia leads it off for the Cards, leading 1-0 in the top of the second. And a breaking pitch is low and outside, and the count even at 1 on Garcia.
Solidifies the theme of baseball. How, you do play series, you see it a lot, and you really can tell how good that team is having to throw more than just one pitcher of the same caliber.
Well, Coach Cadan likes it. He likes that series format beginning this year. 1-2 pitch, up and in on Felipe Garcia. Hunter Watkins will hit next, and then Marcus Hudson, the right or left fielder. As Christian Banda, sophomore, looking in, and the 2-2 pitch on the way behind the head of Garcia as it came out of the hand of Banda.
We talked about the flat black batting helmet of Irving. It's catchy. Look at MacArthur doing the same thing with the flat red look.
Yeah, no shine on the red, a little bit on the bill, but through the left side by Strain at third and by Inocencio at short, and base hit number 2 for Mac. Leadoff single for Felipe Garcia. And here's the number 7 man, the DH, Hunter Watkins. Watkins hitting for Tanner Franco, the right fielder. Garcia leads at first, being held on by Jordan Gold. And the pitch is swung on and fouled over the third base dugout. Tigers occupy the home third base dugout here at Tiger Yard. Outfield mostly straight up for Watkins. 1-0, Cardinals on top. They have now collected 12 hits in their 2. Oh, that's close, and they got him. Garcia off a little bit too far and picked off by Christian Banda.
Well, that's a freshman mistake right there by the big guy. Just had him leaning a little bit to one side, and they saw Banda's move. He did it a lot in the first. Yeah, he was already inching his way to one side, and they got him right before the hand touched the bag.
Nice hard throw by Banda, and Gold was waiting for it. Count 0-2 on Hunter Watkins, the DH. Banda works from the stretch, and that one got away as Salinas able to reach out and save it, and the count goes to 1-2. Jammed him in a swing and a miss, and Watkins is down on strikes.
Nice pitch by Christian that time. Had the batter guessing, and he guessed wrong.
Came inside to Watkins, and there is Banda's first strikeout at out number 2 here in the top of the second. And that brings up the left fielder, Marcus Hudson. Banda throws, off-speed pitch, taken for a strike at the belt.
2 breaking balls in a row, both good pitches by Banda.
Hudson, a sophomore, chops one foul, wide of third. Cardinals this year with just 2 seniors on the varsity squad, 5 juniors, 8 sophomores, and 4 freshmen. Banda's 0-2 pitch is swung on and lined into left field. Alvarez will pick it up, wide turn, fumbled in left field as Hudson will try to go to third, and he's in there. It'll be a single and an error on Alvarez in left, allowing Hudson to get to second, and then Hudson able to take third.
Man, that was a gutsy call by the coach, waving him around second. If that ball would have hit the cutoff man, Inocencio, I think they would have got him at third, and that's what enabled him to get all the way around. Watch the misplay there in left field by Alvarez, and then the throw back. Watch, he misses the cutoff man right there, see?
And on the first pitch, Jacob Flemons with a soft liner to center. Goodall was playing shallow and had no problem And there is out number 3 for the Cards in the top of the second. No runs on a couple of hits, 1 error, and 1 left. And after an inning and a half, it is still Mac 1 and the Tigers nothing.
You know, it's been a good year. I mean, we always, for Irving schools, we always talk about how these teams have done toward the end of the year. We give out points and we kind of crown a champion, if you will, who's the best team in the city of Irving, and it's really been a good year. We've had MacArthur in postseason in baseball, or basketball, and football. The Bob Berry All Sports Award standings after 9 sports. MacArthur, they have 30 points. Nimitz in second. Irving at 17, but you had the MacArthur boys basketball team that was able to make the Final Four and go to Austin. The girls team went 2 or 3 rounds deep into postseason. The girls softball team playing well, and now the baseball team coming around as well. It's been a good year if you're a Redbird fan on the north side of town.
Yeah, the basketball team losing in the semifinals to the eventual champion Plano West.
Did you see how Plano West won state?
Yeah, I sure did. That second half was something else. High cheese and Jordan Gold with a swing and a miss on a heater from Lions here in the bottom of the second. Plano West, they had depth, they had height, but that championship game, boy, the final 6 minutes.
It's like somebody shot him out of a cannon. Everything went in, of course, including the game winner.
That one on the outside corner for a strike. And they count it 1-2 on the leadoff hitter, Jordan Gold, adding an even 200 this year for Irving. Chase Goodall, the center fielder, follows. This one fouled hard as it goes all the way out to the mound. Jason Hernandez will hit third here in the home half of the second. Cards on top. They won 10-0 on Tuesday night. In fact, the Tigers have been shut out by the Cards 3 of the last 5 meetings. They're in search for some runs against Mac. And a 1-2 pitch swung on, and a one-hopper under the glove of Garcia out into right field. That one hit hard off the end of the bat of Gold as Garcia just got the glove down and went right under it.
Got to give an E to the first baseman on that one, folks. As Gold reaches first base, and these Tiger fans looking for something to really cheer about.
Yeah,
they've been boisterous so far.
Was in position and just couldn't make the pickup. And here's Chase Goodall, the center fielder.
Yeah, he just didn't get the glove down at first. I mean, he was in position.
Second base runner tonight for the Tigers. Showing bunt, this one foul straight back. Chase Goodall hitting 6th in the Tiger order tonight. Jordan Gold at first as Lions has a base runner to contend with here in the second. Squares, shows bunt, and that one is fouled again as that pitch was kind of up and in on Chase, and now down on the count 0-2.
You know, as a pitcher, you're taught to handcuff them when you think they're going to lay one down, and it's been tough for him those first 2 pitches.
Fastball outside from Jake Lyons, who has walked 1 and struck out 1 so far. Again, a record of 2-1. He's working his 21st inning of the 2015 season. Gold with a short lead at first. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on, popped up out of play, first base side.
First game at Tiger Yard, John?
It's a couple of years. It's been I don't know, Rob, maybe 8 or 9 years ago. I did a game here. In fact, it was Mac and Irving that night. That went in the dirt, and a nice stop by Levi Horn.
I was just making sure you parked your car close enough to the press box.
First thing I did, check out the distance. A little bit of a worn-out area in front of the mound, but other than that, this is in nice shape. The rains really helped last week. It greened up every diamond in the area.
I'm embarrassed to say that a few years back, wife and I were late to a baseball game to watch.
And you parked up close and paid for it.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Oh.
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. And strikeout number 2 for Lions, and the first out here in the bottom of the second. Did your team win that you arrived late to?
Yes, but we were in a Suburban, so that's a big old windshield in the back. Hey, I won't do that again.
Alan Griffin in on the grass at third. Jason Hernandez is the batter. Anticipating bunt is Griffin at third. He pulls it back and a swing and a miss. Hernandez had shortened up on the bad handle, then took a swing at it on the first pitch from Lions. Runner at first is Gold, 1 on, 1 out. Lions set, he throws, and this was bunted, third base side, fielded by the third baseman. He'll go to second, and there is the out. And the sac bunt goes 5-4. Hernandez out at second, just to pick up by Griffin, who got it to Flemons. And with 2 out, here's Ryan Bartlett. Fielder's choice for Hernandez. And Bartlett, the right fielder. And a fastball in for a strike. So a 5-4 fielder's choice for Hernandez, 2 outs. Bartlett hitting and peels one off. Out of play, first base side.
Notice the players are now wearing sleeves of different fashion. You see, he's got one there just on the right arm. A lot of the players with just one. I think Chase had his patriotic sleeve on with the red, white, and blue looking flag.
Swing and a miss on a pitch inside, and Bartlett couldn't hold up as Lyons strikes out his third. For the Tigers in the bottom of the second, no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. After 2 full, it is Mac 1, Irving nothing. You're watching the ICTN District 9-6A Game of the Week. Top of the third, 1-0. Mac leads it, and here with a play-by-play, he swings from the right side is Rob Willman.
Well, right off the bat, Logan Austin, the leadoff batter, beats out a grounder to short, gets a runner aboard here in the top of inning number 3.
He kind of topped it, and Inocencio came in charging, and we'll see how slowly it was hit as Austin legs it out, has good speed anyway.
Well, Inocencio, he charged it rather well, but just the speed of Austin gets him down to first. Let's see what Baruter does. If he tries to sack him over to second base or he hits away. Now, remember, Baruter got a base hit back in the first inning. Fakes the bunt, goes down the right field side. Right fielder Bartlett in pursuit and can't get to it. So it's nothing but a strike.
Needed another 3 feet or so. Bartlett running into foul ground.
Baruter just batting a few over 200. Batting that number 2 spot. Oftentimes coaches put you there and hopes you do get your leadoff man on, and you want to sacrifice him over to second. No balls and a strike. He did not bunt the first time, and there's the toss over. As we have seen before, Banda will take his fair share of tosses to first to keep the runner honest.
Well, it was Garcia who led off with a single in the last inning and was promptly picked off by Banda.
That ball is in tight, and Baruter jumped on it, but nowhere close to being fair. It went right over the dugout and the fence that keeps everybody out, and now it's over there by the practice track.
Baruter had 3 RBIs in the 10-0 Tuesday night win.
He was the man. But now he's behind on the count. 0-2, not your perfect count to lay a bunt down, that is for sure. See Austin. The breaking ball is outside for a ball. Back in the second inning, Banda toward the end of the inning went to a healthy dose of breaking pitches. When he got Watkins to go down swinging, he threw Hudson about 4 straight breaking balls until Hudson waited on one as a toss back to first before he got the base hit and ended up at third because a fielding error in left field. But I think Banda may stick to that breaking ball. There's when he serves up fast. It's going to go in the alley. No way Goodall can get that one. Bartlett will give chase. Austin has the green light, and he will score. 2-0 MacArthur.
It'll be a double for Baruter. He never stopped after he rounded first as Austin scores all the way from first, right between Goodall and Bartlett. And the 5th hit for the Cardinals as this one hangs up and just gets by Goodall and backed up by Bartlett. Austin by this time is halfway home.
5th RBI on the year for Baruter and a high fly down the left field line. Third baseman Strain has a beat on it. Out number 1.
So Baruter, Rob, now with
and there's a runner
RBIs.
Trying to stretch that one. It's still third, and he's going to be picked off.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, some running miscues here in the ball game.
Base is now empty, and you have nothing aboard.
Let's watch the replay. You're looking at Baruter thinking, if the ball gets away, I'm going to take off, and all of a sudden, very wisely, the third baseman is there, heading by a long shot.
The easiest tag that Strain will ever have.
So just like that, the bases are empty. 2 outs. Bring up the cleanup hitter, Alan Griffin. Alan's been the man, 5 RBIs coming into tonight's ball game. Breaking ball in the outside corner.
You know, as a runner, Rod, you'd think you'd want to make Banda kind of work a little harder in this 3rd inning, but now you have 2 outs.
That ball hits the outside corner, and it's 1-2 to Allen. Third baseman. Infield pretty much straight away, and he pokes that one down the right field line. Bartlett in pursuit, and he's got it.
Running about 70 feet, and Bartlett never gave up.
Well, they got a run out of it. And we've been through 2.5 now as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Watch the replay, John.
Bartlett has missed a couple of them just out of his reach, but able to get that glove down about kneecap high and hold on to it. What a strange inning. 2 foul outs, a running miscue, and a couple of hits.
Yeah, you know, I'm a non-traditionalist. I kind of like it when it's that way. Different, you know.
That was a strange inning.
Good crowd on hand tonight. A lot of the students from Irving High School showing up, dressed in black. This has been a sweeping series, hasn't it, John?
All MAC in recent vintage. They split 3 years ago. Tigers having it their way from 09 to 11, winning 6 straight. Nimitz was good last year in district play. And again, the second game between these two in the same week. The two-game series format for the first time in District 9-6A.
Well, Lyons through with his warm-ups, and he'll face his counterpart, Christian Banda, the number 9 hitter. Here as we head to the bottom of the third. For Jake Lyons, his last start against W.T. White gave up just 3 hits, had 9 strikeouts. He's recorded 3 tonight. Fastball right down the pipe for a called strike. The wind, again, pretty much died down. But as the sun goes down this time of year, it oftentimes gets chilly outside as well.
Yeah, the good thing for the fans tonight, just 0 wind. Not that cold, damp evenings we had last week.
Strike 3 called as Lyons worked really quickly that time. Didn't take much of a rest between pitches. And there's one down. We go back to the top of the order, and Aaron Strain, the third
Lyons
baseman.
now with 4 strikeouts, Rob, and he's closing in on 40 for this young season.
He will definitely be a key to MacArthur and their postseason hopes. Meanwhile, a grounder to third. Austin is there. He's got a strong arm, and there's 2 down.
First 2 batters have been retired, and Lyons has now set down the last 3 Tigers.
Jake tops in the Metroplex, among the tops in pitching, and also recording those Ks as the number 2 batter, Seth Inocencio. Stepping into the box, the 0-1 pitch. Lefty swings and misses. And very quickly, Jake is working ahead on the count 0-2.
And if you're going to get to Lyons, you better get to him early. Has a 2-0 lead to work with. Wasting no time.
And another K. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 1 swinging, 1 called. And we have finished 3 innings complete with MacArthur on top by a score of 2-0.
First time the Tigers have gone in order. Lyons has struck out 3 of the last 4 batters. And a nice start for the junior right-hander for the Cards. On top, 2-0.
He's in a groove. You
is.
see that quite often in pitching. You know, the Tigers last time tried to do their best to kind of get him out of the funk, and, you know, they tried to get his pace down a little bit and stepped out of the box. But you take a look at the strikeout leaders in 6A. There's Lyons with 33 of those bad boys. Matthew Cantorino from South Lake Carroll right behind, and Zach Deloach from Hebron, and Grant French from Mesquite.
So Lyons now with 38, with 5 and counting through the first 3 innings.
So we go to the 4th. Leading things off will be Horn, followed by Felipe Garcia and Hunter Watkins. Levi popped up to the second baseman back in the first inning. First pitch swung on right to the third baseman, Strain. This time he keeps it in front of him. Nice toss to first. And there's 1 down.
Hot smash, 2-hopper, and Strain with a very nice pickup at third. He goes corner to corner to get Levi Horn. Took a hit away from the catcher.
That'll bring up Felipe Garcia, the first baseman. Breaking ball right over for a called strike. Although Garcia may not agree with that. You recall Felipe got a base hit in the second, but then was caught leaning at first as Banda picked him off. It's on the outside corner. Felipe, the freshman, could have better years ahead. Get someone like that caliber playing right now. You can only imagine what could happen as he matures.
Yeah, just 2 seniors on the Card squad this year.
And the 2-1 offering hit the left. That'll fall in front of the left fielder. And another base hit for Garcia.
Ball kind of froze Alvarez and left. He had started in, then kind of stopped and picked it up on one hop.
It's like those no man land type of things.
Ball hit straight at him.
I believe we have another pinch runner this time. They're not going to let him get thrown off. It's Nick Tapper, number 10.
Tapper's junior.
Coach Canon said, you know what, I'm not going to have him picked off first base this time around.
Don't want to have 2 outs suddenly.
Bring up Hunter Watkins, the DH, went down swinging. His first time up. Tapper not much of a leadoff at first, and first pitch swinging to left or shallow, and the shortstop makes a nice play. Inocencio for 2 outs.
Well, Watkins goes the other way, but Inocencio running into short left field, able to catch up with it. And out number 2.
I think Tapper was being coached up a little bit at first. Coach telling him when the ball's hit, at least take off about halfway down the line, just in case that fielder drops the ball. You'll be in a lot better position to get to second base than if you stick closer to first. 2 outs now, so Tapper will run on anything. Right on the handle. Banda says, I've got it. And the inning is over. So, except for that base hit by Garcia, MacArthur's retired nicely. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 2-0 MacArthur.
Oh, pitchers love fly balls. Haven't seen too many bad hops in the air. And the Cardinals,
unless you hit a seagull or something,
4 of their last 6 batters have popped out. They'll take that anytime.
There's a coach talking to Tapper again. Just some base running fundamentals. Every moment's a coaching moment.
But they've got a 2-0 lead, so all is good that half inning. On the other side, it's Carhero. They need some runs. I mean, they need base runners. They've been hitless so far. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order in the bottom of the 4th.
And right now, Jake Lyons showing why he is one of the top strikeout tossers in the Metroplex. In a groove the last 2 innings. The catcher, Salinas, will lead things off, and it'll be interesting to see if they start taking pitches. Try to make Lyons earn the K. He does there. The fastball goes through the legs of Horn for a ball. You need base runners, be patient. That's the old adage.
Alan Griffin at 3rd in on the grass.
Fastball is high. Now don't forget Salinas walked back in the 1st, so he is a patient batter to begin with. Salinas on deck, the DH. That's a strike right down the pipe. Throw strikes, that'll take the bat off the shoulder. Opening day right around the corner of Major League Baseball. Breaking pitch off to the right side and out of play. I think the skeptics have pretty much already said it's going to be a long season for the good old Rangers, and we haven't even had the first pitch of the year.
Well, you lose your ace, it's a long year anyway. I don't care who the 2, 3, and 4 guys are.
Stacked against you already, isn't it? Fastball, foul back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, the sexy choice is Seattle this year in the West. Everybody jumping on that
bandwagon.
Mariner pick to win it all in the West this year.
Swung and missed. Get Salinas to go down.
Number 6 for Lions. At least a strikeout every inning so far.
He's tough to hit. Yeah, the Seahawks, of course, they've got the ace everybody loves. Breaking pitch to Salinas is a called strike.
You mean the Mariners?
Mariners, yes. Thinking football.
Well, they do have Russell Wilson. He plays baseball also.
Wasn't he in Rangers camp again this year?
He was. That's just, he'll never.
No, just a little PR move.
Let's keep those legs in shape for a while.
The 0-2 offering nothing but just trying to get Salinas to go after that one. He says, I'm not buying it. Count 1-2. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Our first district game on ICTN in baseball. Next week it'll be softball. That just misses the outside corner.
He wanted it. Lions thought it was a strike.
See if we have that again from the outfield. It'd be interesting to see that. Well, Lions, he tosses so quickly. You got to be fast on the replay. That is fouled back. So the count remains at 2-2.
Salinas a little late on the swing. Didn't quite catch up to it and stays alive.
Talk about Irving needing base runners. No one passed first, those that have been on tonight. 2-2. Fouled again.
Everybody ducks in the top row, hoping it doesn't come their way. Near the concession stand.
Yeah, it's always fun to say something when they're not paying attention.
Yes.
And watch people scatter. Fouled off again. Sebastian making Jake work for this one.
I did get that right, didn't I, Rob, when I introduced you? You do swing from the right side. You right from the right. You
right from the right. Yes.
Eat hit from the right, but eat left-handed.
There you go. That's it.
Finish that hot dog left-handed pretty quick.
Yeah, it's dinner time. Hey, it's dollar hot dog night here at Tiger Yard.
They're pretty good.
They are. Freshly made on the grill. In fact, the burgers are good too. I just had no patience to wait for those to cook. The hot dogs were ready. And the 3-2, it hit him in the back.
Drilled him right between the 1 and the 8.
That's about the 3rd time now that Lions through the year has hit someone. Salinas kind of gave him that stare down and the mad toss of the bat to the dugout. Horn hopped up rather quickly from behind home plate like he was going to charge the mound, but it was just a little anger. Heck, it hurts when you get hit with the baseball.
Fouled off about 4, then took one in the back, and he's on base.
That's Jordan Gold you're looking at now. Reached on an error in the second. You recall he hit it to first, went right under the wicket of Garcia.
We gave him an E3 on that.
Yeah, we did. Fake the bunt, pop it out of play. What out of the last 5 pitches? That's 4 foul balls at least, maybe 5 out of 6. Kind of works on the psyche of the pitcher a little bit when you can't throw it past him. A long wait as Gold looked down at third. Kahihiro with the call. Third baseman coming in just a little bit and swung on and missed by Gold.
That's so hard to lay off of. You get that pitch up in your eyes and just can't lay off of it.
Now with 2 strikes, let's see if Griffin at third decides to stay a little closer to home. When I say home, I mean third base, of course, for him. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 7 for Lions.
Same pitch, and there's the 40th strikeout of the year for the junior right-hander.
Watch it again. The high heat, like you said, hard to lay off. Now Chase Goodall will stand in with a runner on and 2 down.
Logan Austin had 8 strikeouts on Tuesday night.
Breaking ball by Lions. A rare break. And Goodall was watching all the way now. A lot of these batters here in the bottom of the 4th have been patient. Breaking ball that almost didn't break. Goodall ducks under that. The count is even at 1 apiece.
There's that red, white, and blue
sleeve,
arm sleeve on the right arm of Goodall. We've seen a camouflage. We've seen the tiger spots. They're really giving it to the pitcher.
Yeah. Lions kind of squinting a little bit, and another high heater swung on and missed.
Maybe the hardest ball he's thrown all night.
Maybe he was trying to show the opposition what he had left in the tank. Seven K's looking for 8. Here's the pitch, and he got it. Strikes out the side in the 4th after giving up a walk in the process. We have finished 4 innings at Tiger Yard. Our score, MacArthur 2, Irving nothing. We'll be back with more in a moment. Well, we head to the top of the 5th inning. We'll start off with the number 9 hitter, Jacob Flemons, the second baseman. And then to the top after that, facing Christian Banda, who really hasn't pitched that bad of a game. He scattered a few hits out there, but he's done his part to try to keep the Tigers in this. If he can keep his team within 2, the hard part is trying to find out how to crack the code of Jake Lyons, the starting pitcher for MacArthur in this ball game. Flemons looks at that one high and tight for a ball.
Yeah, the one walk that Banda has allowed didn't result in a run. He struck out 1.
Grounder to third, through the glove and off the leg of Insocencio, and they're going to try to stretch that to a double or a 2-bagger. And let me tell you, the Cardinals, if there was one negative tonight, it's their base running, John. I mean, he was very fortunate not to get tossed out at second base on the play, but we'll start off with Strain at third. Watch Strain.
I couldn't tell if he got a glove on it.
Wasn't it?
I don't think he got a glove on it. He just, well, he never touched it. You got to give him a hit.
Took a funky little bounce, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Kind of changed directions right in front of him.
Single with an error to get him to second.
Yeah.
But once again, MacArthur with some base runners, and let's see what they can do with it. Logan Austin scored the game's 2nd run, got a base hit back in the 3rd. That ball right down the pipe. Swung on and missed by Austin.
Second error tonight committed by the Irving defense.
If you'll recall, remember Logan, he was a starting quarterback for MacArthur. A lot of promise there. He hurt his knee, and that was it for 1 season. Breaking ball didn't break. Banda with an inside pitch.
And this is his senior year. Does it seem like the football season was just
yesterday,
months and months ago, or just last week?
Last week.
Does me too.
Strike there. He can Tell why Austin plays short with that quarterback arm. Obviously, he's got the strong throw. Defensively right now, he's just trying to get another run across. But down on the count, 1-2. Another breaking pitch that is inside, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, it just seemed like a couple of days ago we did the Mesquite Horn MAC playoff game in DeSoto. A lot colder than it was this night.
And then basketball just flew by again.
Yeah, those district games, those 2 games a week, they just zip by so quick.
What a pleasure to watch the MacArthur boys this year really mature and do so well. We never got to see Andrew Jones play, but I watched the box score and noticed that once the playoffs started, he was finding his groove as well.
Yeah,
of course, his sister going to play down at Baylor next year. She had a red shirt this year. Count is 2-2.
Jones had multiple double-figure games when he got back into the lineup.
Here's the 2. Oh, it gets away from the catcher. And the runner goes down to third. Yeah, Andrew Jones, his sister Alexis Jones, was the superstar girls basketball player a few years ago, went to Duke, hurt her leg. She transferred to Baylor, had to sit out this year, but it will be great to watch her play for the Lady Bears next season. Runner at third, no outs now. 3-2 to Austin, and that's ball off field.
Second walk allowed by Banda, and runners at the corners.
Well, the 5th inning here, potentially with nobody out, 2 on. Things could get away from the Tigers here. They are tied with MacArthur at 2-1 in district. A good chance that all 3 Irving schools could make the playoffs once that rolls around. Band a fake to third, through to first.
Again, Rob, you said, Banda, he's got a good move to first. I mean, he brings his arms down real slow and then explodes. He just rifles it as hard as he can over to first.
It helps that he has like a compact move over to first. Not long and lanky. Curveball, ooh, really hit hard by Baruder. Baruder 2 for 2 tonight. Singled in the first, doubled back in the third. He is working on that batting average. And he seems to really be in the groove against Banda and really tee off on those breaking balls.
Yeah, it won't take many district games to up that average quite a bit. Still early in the season.
Evan just starts swinging that bat. Fly ball to center. Goodall is right there, played him well. Too shallow to tag at third. Meanwhile, Austin at first bagging a throw from the catcher, and one of the coaches from Irving said, throw it back to your pitcher, pronto.
Not deep enough, and what that does, it keeps the double play in effect here. Need a ground ball.
Keeps it in play, if you will. Jake Lyons can help his own cause, the lefty up there. Batting in the 3-hole. Batting over 300 for the season. Can add to his RBI count if he can get on top of one and get a base hit. Is the man at third, Flemings. A throw over to first with Austin getting back, and now he pops up in a hurry, just daring the toss, because if they throw it to first, he's going to take off and hope for a throwing error toward home if they do indeed try to send Flemings. The pitch right up the middle. Banda knocks it down and makes a nice play to first. Wow.
Able to freeze the runner at third. Got him on the leg. Banda. Oh, that was smoked right back to the box. got him as it kind of glanced off
the glove
left thigh and the
yeah.
glove.
Couldn't tell from that. Couldn't tell from that angle how much of the ball actually hit him or hit the glove. He's kind of grinning a little bit. Sure, you can grin when you just protected yourself like that. And that'll leave it up to Alan Griffin, the cleanup hitter. Watch the replay from this angle. It's like, oh, I don't think it hit the glove at all. Bouncer past the shortstop into left center field. 1 run scores. Goodall throw to the plate. And they got him.
8-2 on the putout of Austin at home. A base hit on an RBI for Griffin, and
boy,
Austin trying to make it home, didn't.
He hit the first pitch thrown his way. Watch the umpire to the right of your screen. Don't know how much of that affected the shortstop, but Goodall just a one-hopper and brought it home after the clean fielding play. Watch it here from the third base angle and blocked the plate nicely. Didn't have a chance. Good throw, good call. Inning over, but not until MacArthur gets a run. And they now lead 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
A run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left in that 5th inning. Nice throw by Goodall, and Salinas able to hold on to it, tagging the backside of Austin as he avoided the bat in the batter's box.
Let's take a look at what Lyons has done tonight. Strikeout-wise, 8 in all. Most of those swinging. There was a late swing there. Once again, right down the pipe. Doesn't matter if you're a righty or lefty. Went high on that one, and a good night for Jake Lyons. 1 base hit.
Jason Hernandez to lead it off. Time called as both coaches in discussion with a home plate umpire. Fleming scored easily in that last inning, and then Austin wiped out at home, so the run total is right. It is 3-0.
Well,
I don't know what it could
I don't know.
possibly be about. I'll leave it up to them.
Yeah, well, maybe
sort
it's
it out.
Maybe they're just trying to tell their kids not to
do a little
trash
extra
talk. I don't, it's it's a rivalry, it's a crosstown thing, but usually what I see is the home plate umpire will just point to both benches and say, "Cut out the shenanigans," and you move on. I usually don't slow things down as much.
Right. The entire infield now. I think everybody's going to come in.
Yeah, I see the coach for Irving talking to his kids down the third baseline. See, you can see Carey there talking to his guys.
Come to the mound meeting.
Yeah, so he gave his little speech per the ump's instructions. And now Kanan will talk to his troops and brought them out and said, let's keep the talking down. Now I see Austin 17, he's laughing a little bit, so it had to probably have to do with that. So
they already met once this week, and this wraps up the series. So a little carryover here in the final district game between these two this year against each other.
Bottom of the 5th, we get back to action. Jason Hernandez steps up. Bartlett will follow, and Banda, the bottom 3 in this order against Lyons. Hernandez tried that sack bunt. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second. The young freshman, boy, going up against a guy that can throw this hard. All about just being patient up there. Fastball, outside corner being called by the catcher, and that one low in the dirt.
And again, Lyons, he doesn't waste any time. As soon as that ball comes right back to him, he's ready to fling.
That, my friend, is my kind of pitcher. One that doesn't take a lot of time between pitches.
Yeah, I like it too. He's set.
Yeah, he's ready to go now. He wouldn't. He only waited because Hernandez stepped out of the box.
The hit batter in the last inning set him down 1-2-3 in the third. Struck out 2 in the second.
3-2 offering. Outside corner, the dreaded backwards K. Strikeout number 9 for Lyons. And Ryan Bartlett, the right fielder. Let's see if he hit the corner.
I don't think he had to frame it that much. The catcher Horn, he
brought it in a little bit, didn't he?
Yep.
Bartlett swings at the first pitch, goes right behind us.
The only, well, you know, you had that play in the second inning in which Gold reached first on a hard ball hit under the glove of Garcia. We gave him an error at first.
Oh, that was a called strike.
That was quick.
That might have been a little outside. 0-2, and now Bartlett's got to be defensive up there at the plate. Anything close, Ryan's got to swing at behind on the count. In the bottom of the fifth, not like it was earlier in the week when MacArthur had 11 hits and 10 runs. Breaking ball that he waited on. Austin is up with it. Strong arm, 2 down.
Ball hit off the side of the mound, but it didn't deflect that much for Austin to have trouble picking it up.
Really a closer play than I thought it would be at first. So you just kind of waited on it. And like you said, it hit the mound, slowed down a little bit. Austin almost double clutched a little too soon. Meanwhile, back to action. Fly ball to shallow right. Second baseman calls everyone off. Lemons makes the catch. And just like that, inning number 5 is over. So, Mr. Nelson, we go to the top of the 6th. Just like that, and the story of this ball game, as you take a look at some of the fans, has been the pitching of Jake Lyons.
Well, the Tigers have stranded 3, and they need somebody to get past second base in scoring position to make this a little closer game. A 3-0 Cardinal lead.
Next week, we'll be back to the Irving campus, but we'll be just past the left field wall where the softball field is, and it will be the Lady Cardinals against the Lady Tigers of Irving in girls softball. It'll be the first time this year we've seen both of those two teams play. MacArthur on the up and up on the girls' side. They've had a few years where they've really struggled, and we saw some signs of life in that team last year. Irving, of course, making postseason. Always have a solid girls softball team. And we'll get our opportunity to watch them play next week on ICTN. So as we head to the top of the 6th, send it back over to my broadcast partner, Mr. John Nelson. John?
All right, Rob, it'll be Horn, Garcia, and Watkins in the top of the 6th to face Christian Banda, who has walked a couple, struck out 1, and allowed the 3 runs. He has a wild pitch. Levi Horn 0 for 2 tonight, as popped out and grounded out. Came in batting at even 300 and takes the pitch down low from Christian Banda. 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order here in the 6th inning. 1-0 pitch is rifled down the right field line. It is a foul ball by about 3 feet. Hit hard but foul off the bat of Levi Horn. He has 4 RBIs this year, total of 9 hits. He and Logan Austin have collected 1 fewer hit than Alan Griffin this year. And the 1-1 pitch is a breaking pitch that, he got the inside corner as Horn turned away from it and takes it for a strike in the count at 1-2. Banda, who works from the stretch, throws, and in the air to right field, in the corner, trouble for the right fielder, Bartlett, who leaves his feet and stays with it.
Nicely
An all-out dive.
Nicely done by Bartlett. Just a couple of swings earlier, I was going to say he's been busy out in right field tonight, chasing a lot of those that have been foul. But this time Bartlett got a good jump on the ball. Watch it there, and he makes a nice dive and comes up with the baseball.
Well, it was sinking fast, and Bartlett able to hold on to it. 1 out. And the first baseman, Felipe Garcia, fouls one off of the right field line, and no chase this time by Bartlett.
He's tired.
And he has had a workout in right field. Garcia is a perfect 2 for 2. Was picked off a first after collecting a hit back in the 2nd inning. Singled and stayed at first in the 4th. Tops one foul behind home. The count 0-2. Hunter Watkins, the DH, will hit 3rd here in the top of the 6th. 3-0. Mac on top. They've won the last 5 games against the Tigers.
You know, Garcia came into tonight's game batting .059, but to watch him hit tonight, you'd never guess it.
Chokes up and takes the pitch low and away. Runs in the 1st, 3rd, and 5th inning tonight for the Cardinals. So one hopper, Strain bobbles it, recovers, and not able to get the runner. It'll be an error on Strain, the 3rd baseman, as Garcia stays at first. 1 on, 1 out. And the DH, Hunter Watkins, says we have a pinch runner. At first, it'll be Isaiah Nunez, number 12, for Garcia. So the fielding error at 3rd with 1 out. Watkins tonight is 0 for 2, has flied out and struck out.
We've seen a few miscues fielding-wise, but I'm sure Coach Kaiharu would like to change a little bit.
Just hope they can keep the Cards at bay and not have any more runs come across home here in the 6th. The walking lead by Nunez at first. Another throw and a swipe tag by Gold. A little bit late.
Close. Very close. He gets those pickoff throws right where you need them for the first baseman.
And a nice pitch that is taken for a strike by Watkins.
Well, if you go by trends, MacArthur is not supposed to score on even innings. It's only on the odd innings.
Shut out the 2nd and the 4th. A turn and another quick throw by Banda. Sophomore right-hander.
Canon there, the head coach, over at 3rd.
Cecinas got the loss on Tuesday night. He struck out 6 in that loss. In the air to center field. Goodall on a roll-out run. The dive off the end of the glove. And a base hit for Watkins and runners on 1st and 2nd.
Tough play for Chase. Had a long way to go on that. And we talked about running, what to do as a runner and the pinch runner. This time he was going halfway down the line as you take a look at it there. Looked like he lost it when he went to the ground. The ground popped that one out of the glove.
So 2 runners aboard for the left fielder, Marcus Hudson. The lead runner at second is Nunez, again running for Garcia. Christian Banda set at the belt, and the pitch is bunted foul. Hudson trying to lay one down. Jacob Flemons is on deck. 1 out. In the top of the 6th. Outfield straightaway and shallow for Hudson. Banda steps off the slab.
Hudson with a couple of sacrifices already under his belt this season. As a team, MacArthur with 12 sacks coming in.
He's set, and this one top foul through the on-deck circle, third base side. Hudson popped out to Banda his last time up. Single back in the second and got as far as third. Turn, and Nunez hustles back to the bag at second. Pitch on the way, and this one fouled off the netting in front of the Card dugout. The count 0-2 on Marcus Hudson.
You know, with the 3-0 lead, 1 out, well, the count now maybe not quite as much. Could see the coach, Canon, maybe go with the double steal, do something a little aggressive. You can be that way when you've got a 3-run lead.
Well, taking third is Nunez. They went to first, and Nunez broke for third.
Something of that caliber.
Well, now runners at the corners, and more pressure now on Banda.
Watch Nunez there. As soon as he saw the pickoff move, he was running.
And the 0-2 pitch, breaking pitch, and just underneath it was Hudson. Just got the bottom part of the ball.
He waited on that until the last possible second to swing. You know, we saw Banda early on in this ball game go to a heavy dose of breaking pitches when he gets in trouble like this.
Another breaking pitch and top foul. Horn flied out to right. Garcia reached on an error. Watkins has single, and Hudson up there with a 0-2 count. 3-0, Mac on top. Brian Canan down the line at third.
Got a pinch runner at first. Can't see the number from here, but
okay, Tanner Franco, the right fielder. Thought he was in right.
He is.
Yeah.
Yep. They DH for Franco. So now he's going to run in the place of Watkins at first.
Banda set. And he's coming home. And a
Good
nice pitch. It froze Hudson. And the second strikeout for Christian Banda, the sophomore, and more importantly, out number 2 in this inning.
Big out. Watch it here. That ball cut right back in over the plate. Well done, Christian.
It's a Mariano Rivera pitch. Boy, that's a movement on it. The old screwball came in the opposite way. Jacob Flemons is the batter and swings on the first pitch and lines one into right field in front of Bartlett. 1 run scores. It's 4-0. Tanner slides into third, and Jacob Flemons, the number 9 hitter, singles to right and drives in the game's 4th run. Nunez scores easily.
Going the opposite way, right in front of Bartlett. Nothing he could do but play it off the hop. That was easy for the pinch runner to Nunez to come in and score. For a second, they were trying to bring the runner at third home, and then the coach decided better of it.
Jacob Flemings tonight has 2 hits. And now the top of the order, Logan Austin. And that just pads the lead for Jake Lyons. Now has a 4-run lead. Logan Austin walked his last time up. In the air to right field, playable for Bartlett. Runs in and gathers it in for out number 3. But the Cards add to their total here. In the 6th inning, they score a run on 2 hits, 1 error, and they strand 2. We slide to the bottom half of inning number 6, and our new score, the Cardinals 4 and the Tigers nothing.
You know, tonight, as we take a look at the series, we got some contributions from some MacArthur players who really haven't been hitting that well. Overall, the series, MacArthur winning starting in 2012 when they split. They have since won 6 games in a row, looking for number 7. And look how many goose eggs up there. 3 of those shutouts might get number 4 shutout tonight if things continue to play out like they are, especially with Jake Lyons and doing such a good job of pitching in tonight's game with 9 strikeouts. He had 9 the last time these 2 teams played.
Well, that's 17 strikeouts in the last 2 games for the Cardinal pitching.
That young lady does not look happy.
It's an Easter egg hunt. It's an early egg hunt.
It's next Sunday. Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
As we're taping this one.
Early
March.
Easter.
Yes, March 27th. The night we're taping this baseball game. Good Friday, a week from tonight.
Aaron Strain leads things off in the bottom of the 6th for the Tigers, down 4-0. Jake Lyons has walked 1, hit a batter, and fanned 9. And the 1-0 pitch to Strain is foul back. Seth Inocencio on deck. And then Noah Salinas will hit 3rd. 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch taken right below the letters for a strike.
I don't have him giving up a base hit.
No, that error in the second.
In the second, that's it. So he's basically, in our books at least, a no-no going.
1-2 pitch is swung on and just getting a piece of it and staying alive is Strain. Any hit will do. Any runner will help for the Tigers here in the late innings. This is a 9-inning game. This would be the 8th. This would be almost over in a full 9-inning game. 1-2 pitch. In with a heater, and there's number 10. Just a bullet to Strain. And the 43rd strikeout of the year for junior Jake Lyons.
Right at the knees, look at that. Right across the platter. Jake had a nice long yawn there as he's waiting for the ball to be tossed around the infield. He's like, you're boring me, fellas. Give me the ball so I can keep throwing.
Seth Inocencio is the batter. He struck out his last time. Made contact back in the 1st. He lined out to Lyons. So he's put the bat on the ball. But unfortunately, it was caught.
Yeah, that was the one that hit the glove and popped straight up in the air.
A 1 pitch, a swing and a miss. Seth held nothing back. Not much reaction time when Lyons throws that hard. Outfield swung around a couple of steps to the left for the Tiger shortstop. Griffin even with a bag at 3rd. 0-2 pitch on the way is swung on a miss as he went down low and came up empty, and there is the 11th K for Jake Lyons, and a season high for Cardinal pitching this year. 2 out for Noah Salinas, the catcher.
44 strikeouts so far this year. He's only given up 6 walks overall.
Wasting no time and delivers strike 1 to Noah Salinas, who has walked and struck out. Came in batting in the 400s. There's strike 2 at the belt.
Watch him when he gets the ball back from the catcher Horn. He's already on the rubber. He's waiting for the batter to step in. Look, as soon as the batter steps in, he's tossing. I mean, he's not even thinking about it.
I'm ready if you are.
Yeah.
Rob Tigers brought a pretty decent batting average collectively into tonight at 318.
I think maybe the coach of Heroes, maybe saying he's not waiting long enough.
Well, now Lyons walking behind the hill. 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and that one high and outside.
Yeah, maybe telling his players, step out of the box, don't give him time.
Outside, ball 2.
But guys, if we can get a wide shot like we always do, maybe behind, just watch it. Watch, as soon as the batter's in the box, 1,001, 1,002, pitch.
Ball 3, as Horn had to backhand it. Now we'll head out to talk to his junior pitcher.
Pitcher's like, why are you talking to me for?
I know what I want to do. Last base runner the Tigers had was back in the 4th. He's ready, and the 3-2 pitch. In the air to right field, it's sinking fast and in front of Franco, and a base hit for the Tigers.
Our first official base hit in our books, and there goes the no-no. So with 2 outs, they get a runner on.
Franco running hard, but just couldn't get leather on it in short right field.
I think Franco got a late start on this one. Fell right in front of him, and Coach Canon's going to come out and talk to his junior.
Salinas has now been on base twice as he breaks up the no-no here in the 6th. Trailing 4-0. And the cleanup batter, Sebastian Cecinas, is up there.
More than likely, he's telling his pitcher, A, forget about the hit. It's over. Let's get out of the inning. B, forget about the runner at first because he means nothing.
Stay the course.
Yep. And just concentrate on the DH.
Cecinas was hit by Lyons his last time up. So Lyons will work from the stretch, and that one hangs outside and got the outside corner.
That was probably his biggest breaking ball I've seen tonight.
Yeah, it was. That had a good bend to it. Runner off, and the pitch is swung through and missed as Salinas takes second.
Again, base runner means nothing with a 4-run lead and 2 outs.
Again, both teams 2-1 in the district. Everybody chasing a couple of teams, Jesuit and Nimitz so far. Pitch up high, he did hold up. Jesuit Nimitz at 3-0. Tigers, Mac, and W.T. White all at 2-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a man on second. And a breaking pitch is called strike 3 to Sebastian Cecinas. And that is an even dozen for Jake Lyons. In the bottom of the 6th, the Tigers, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6. Our score, MacArthur 4, Irving High nothing. You're watching the ICTN District Baseball Game of the Week. With Rob Willman, John Nelson back at the Tiger Yard. A 4-0 Cardinal lead as we move to the top of the 7th. It'll be 2, 3, and 4. In the batting order to face Christian Banda, Evan Baruder. 2 out of 3 and an RBI to run scored tonight. Leads things off. Christian Banda throws and leaning into it and got him on the shoulder. Baruder.
You know, if you're going to get hit by a pitch, a breaking ball is the one to get hit by.
It was the case, and leadoff batter aboard for Jake Lyons. So Baruder has now been on base 3 times, hit by the pitch. And here is the opposing pitcher, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Righty-lefty matchup, runner on first. Pitch outside. Alan Griffin on deck here in the 7th.
Here's a trivia question for you. How many home runs have the Cardinals hit this year?
Let's see, they played, this is their 12th game. 2.
According to my stats, not 1.
Is that right? 0.
0 home runs.
0 dingers for the Cards. Baruder for the leadoff first, being held on by Gold. And they go that way again. And Baruder back in time. So that staff ERA, they brought a ERA of 3.06 into tonight. And that will be in the 2s as this one almost hits the first base coach on the right foot. Yanked foul by Lyons.
You know, Lyons bats third, or at least he has tonight. He's picked up just 2 RBIs on the season. In a spot here, if he could get an extra base hit, might be able to get number 3.
And the 1-1 pitch is swung on, reaching for it was Lyons and just made contact. Walked and got as far as second back in the first inning. Sophomore Christian Banda has walked 2, struck out 2, another throw to first. I'd almost take my chances, Rob, trying to throw something inside. The Lions jam him and hope he would hit one on the ground. Here's the 1-2 pitch. He does come inside and
he does hit
foul.
it on the ground.
Full foul off of the screen in front of the first base dugout. So he steps back in, and Banda getting the signs from Noah Salinas, and going to go to first again. Baruder doesn't have that big of a lead at first. Wouldn't know it from his jersey.
You're talking about trying to get him to hit it on the ground. You know, MacArthur's hit the ball in the air 10 times tonight, at least on the putouts. In contrast, only 2 pop flies for Irving when they've been at the plate, of course. The kind of night Lyons has had, you can see why.
Breaking pitch, and Lyons stays alive. Came in batting .308. And the walking lead by Baruder. The 1-2 pitch on the way. And another foul ball. This one off the end of the bat by Lyons.
Well, he's getting the pitch count up for his counterpart, isn't he?
Yeah, he is in the high numbers, no question. Another throw to check out Baruder at first. of soft dirt in front of the bag at first tonight. 1-2 pitch again, and this one pulled foul. And Lions working Banda hard here in the 7th. Just can't get him out.
Well, the fouls, both sides actually, when he hits the ball, Lions, whether it's down the right field side or the left field side, I mean, he really pulls it. It's not like it's close to being in play. So he's either way in front of it or really swinging late.
Lions one of 5 juniors. He's ready. Here's the pitch. On the ground by second into right field. So Lions just wore out Banda and able to dribble one through the right side. And now runners on first and second.
Good at bat for Lions. Christian just couldn't put him away with that 1-2 count.
10th hit and a pinch runner at first. It'll be Daniel Hernandez, number 2, a freshman. So he's in the game tonight. Cardinals have had a hit in every inning, at least one in every frame tonight. Alan Griffin, the batter.
Allen by far one of their top hitters, batting .357 coming in, 5 RBI.
1 for 3 tonight with a run driven in back in the 5th.
I would not take the bat out of his hands right now, as well as he's hitting. You would think.
Here's the pitch. He's swinging away and hits one through the left side out into left field. It is bobbled briefly by Alvarez, but able to recover and keep Baruter at third. And the 11th hit tonight for the Cards, and the bases are loaded.
Boy, Allen's really swinging the hot stick right now. Right in the hole between short and third.
And here's Levi Horn, the catcher, with the bases juiced. And nobody out in the 7th and time called as Coach Kay from the first base dugout out to the hill, and maybe a change here.
A change, or he's going to talk. Well, yeah, he's bringing the right fielder in. I was going to say he's facing a guy, Horn, yet to get a base hit, and at this point of the season leads his team in strikeouts. So a guy that's susceptible of swinging freely at the plate.
It'll be Ryan Bartlett. Banda's going to go to right field. And a new pitcher here for the Tigers. That's not Bartlett. Is
it Strain?
Inocencio.
The shortstop.
Yeah, okay.
And Bartlett will come in and play the infield either at third or short. We'll see where they put him.
Banda does go to right field. And the shortstop, Seth Inocencio, is the new pitcher. So Banda tonight goes a full 6, is responsible for every runner out there. And will take his full complement of warm-up tosses as you see the 3 outfielders. The batter, Levi Horn, tonight is 0 for 3. And Rob Banda went about as far as he could, threw a lot of pitches, and bases loaded here in the 7th. And Coach making a change. Kiyahara feels that that's probably the right thing to do here.
And he kept his team in it through about 4 1/2, 4 1/3 innings, but started losing a little bit in the 5th and gave up another in the 6th. And particularly when you have a team that's struggling to score runs like this, you know, you can't give up a lot. So we got Bartlett moved to third. And Strain is now at short.
And here's the batter, Levi Horn, the catcher. Well, the bases loaded. And the pitch is, well, it's bunted foul. Horn trying to lay one down as Bartlett came racing down the line at third.
So did Baruder, too, the runner for MacArthur. One of those safety squeeze.
Inocencio, and the 0-1 pitch. Throws hard but misses up high. Trying to put out the fire here in the 7th inning.
I was going to say, will he call it again?
Yeah, let's see, a 1-1 count. Nope, over the head of Horn. A little bit wild for Horn to maybe square around a bunt here.
Well, those last couple of pitches, you come in like this, you have the habit sometimes of overthrowing.
Baruder takes his lead in foul territory. This pitch is inside, off the bat handle and out of play. And the count even at 2 on Levi Horn with the bases loaded. 2 hits in the inning and a hit batter. 4-0 Cardinals on top. Horn flied out to right his last time up. And here's the pitch. A comebacker. He'll go home for 1. And the first bobbled. He's safe. Trying to score from third, and 5-0 as the pinch runner Daniel Hernandez, the freshman, scores. A force out to begin with, and then Salinas throwing down to first to try to get Horn. As we take another look at it, Rob.
Well, it goes right to the pitcher. He does what he's supposed to. They try to double him up. Well, it's a tough play for Gold to handle. And then the throw back at home.
Well, it's close. Real close at home. Salinas thought he got him, as did Coach K.
Well, from this angle, it appeared the catcher did get him. Don't know if we have the first base angle or not. Sometimes that camera guy is somebody else, but he could kind of get the front side of that instead of the back side of home plate.
So it is 5-0, a run charged to Banda. And Felipe Garcia is the batter with the runners on first and second. Inocencio throws and almost hit the
All right,
foot
let's get
of
another
the batter.
look. See if we have a different angle, first base angle. Yeah, he was over across home by the time he got tagged. That angle, you got a better look at it, where you could see he was in proportion to the tag to where he was on the plate.
Yeah, he got under and beat the tag.
Yeah, the backside angle made it look a lot closer than it was.
1 out in the inning. And the pitch home is a called strike to Felipe Garcia, who reached on an error his last time up. 5-0, Cardinals expand the lead in the top of the 7th.
Austin Tiegler, the pinch hitter.
Wild inside, and the count at 2-1. Austin is a junior, also does some pitching for the Redbirds this year. A look to second twice. The pitch home in the dirt, bounces 4 feet in front of Salinas. And the count goes to 3-1. You know, the hit batter eventually came around to try to score in the top half of this inning. The pinch runner for Lions did score, Hernandez.
Let's see what Asensio tries here. That last time he was trying to throw something. Just kind of lost it.
3-1 pitch in the zone as Garcia had the pinch hitter had a whack at it. Tigler. Hunter Watkins due up next. 1 out in the 7th. 5-0 Cardinals on top. A pinch hitter here in the 7th for Garcia, the first baseman. Again, Bartlett at third. Banda went out to right field. Inocencio is the pitcher. And this one off the mask of Salinas. Foul tip as the runners were off. And the Cards in position to really add to their total in the 7th. Inocencio is set at the belt. Shortstop bird dogging the runner at second, and Seth steps off the rubber. Alan Griffin, the runner at second. Aaron Strain, the shortstop, again right behind the runner. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball four, didn't miss by much. And the bases loaded again. Things have really bogged down here in the 7th.
Started with that hit batter early on, a couple of back-to-back singles, and just some play on the plate there.
The batter is Tanner Franco with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 7th.
Remember, Franco came in to run for Watkins.
This one will allow a run, a wild pitch. It is 6-0. And that run charged to Banda. Griffin scores from third.
It's like we touched upon earlier in this inning. You get a lead, you can be so aggressive on the bases. Force the issue, and MacArthur taking advantage right now.
Wild pitch is an earned run. 6-0. Runners on second and third. The 1-0 pitch up high, ball 2. See if we have another new player on deck. Marcus Hudson, now he's on deck, the left fielder. This one is called a strike at the knees. And a count at 2-1. Number 4, Tanner Franco. Right fielder. That one on the outside corner, strike 2, as Tanner taking all the way. There's a lead runner at third, number 15. And there's strike 3 and a punch out for Inocencio, and out number 2 in the inning. Third strikeout for Tiger pitching tonight. Marcus Hudson, the batter, hitting 8th in the lineup tonight. And a first pitch strike to the Cardinal left fielder. Hudson has single, struck out, and popped out. This one gets away, and a throw down to third is low. A one-hopper in front of Bartlett, an error charge to Salinas, the catcher. And there's the 7th run.
Well, they tried to catch him leaning away from the bag, and tough catch for Bartlett to make it third. And MacArthur continues their aggressiveness on the bases.
In the air to right center field. They converge, and who has it? Caught by the right fielder, Banda. Goodall crossing in front of him, and there is out number 3. But the Cards add to their total here in the 7th inning. as they put 3 on the board. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Our new score is MacArthur 7 and Irving nothing. They send 7 to the plate that inning.
Well, this is a good time for us to thank our sponsor for the ICTN Game of the Week, Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning, the charter sponsor of the ICTN Game of the Week, all the way back to the 80s. You remember the 80s at all?
I do. Still have some out-of-style
clothes
shirts from that era that are boxed up and
so you're telling me you're
never
a pack
be seen
rat.
again.
You're a pack rat.
Well, stuff I kind of thought might
come back in style.
Still be around as not.
Edma, you never know. You never know.
They're all shirts, no pants. All shirts.
Well, the MacArthur boys basketball team, man, state finalists. You look at some of the state finalists in the city of Irving history, the Irving volleyball. This is since the 70s. 8 teams in 72, 73. Irving volleyball made the championship, and girls and soccer runner-up back in the 80s. Basketball, the semis. They won it all in 11, and the boys in 2015 making it to the semifinals. Great run for Coach Martin and the group.
Jordan Goal leads it off for the Tigers in the home half of the 7th, trailing 7-0 and trying to get off the schneid here. The Cardinals have shut out the Tigers 3 of the last 5 meetings, trying to make it 4 of the last 6 tonight. It was Logan Austin on Tuesday striking out 8. Jake Lyons right now is stuck on 12.
This time he doesn't throw as soon as the batter goes in the box, does he?
It's taken forever if you were used to the rhythm early.
Yeah, by his standards.
That one rides inside at the count 2-0 on the Tiger first baseman. Gold has reached on an error and struck out. And takes a fastball right down the pipe.
Now let's see if he throws quickly. Batters in the box, 1001, 1002, boom.
Popped out of play, straight back.
See, that's the rhythm we're used to. I think he's like, I'm going to wait till they get close to the box. There he goes, 1001, not even 2 seconds.
Kick it up a notch. And there's number 13. Gold is caught looking, and a baker's dozen tonight for Jake Lyons. 13 strikeouts. And 1 out here in the 7th.
I've got 5 of those 13 caught looking.
Chase Goodall is the batter and takes ball 1 low.
Correct that. 6 out of 13 caught looking, so almost half and half.
Mario Diaz is on deck, number 23. That one outside, ball 2. Chase has gone down on strikes tonight twice. And swings through a pitch and the count at 2-1.
Hey, Chase isn't the only one. I mean, the entire Irving team has been pretty much handcuffed by Lyons tonight.
And the count now square at 2. I think everyone in the order has gone down. They have. Everyone in the batting order tonight has been a victim, and there's number 14 for Jake Lyons. A one-hitter tonight. Out number 2, and it's up to number 23, Mario Diaz.
Last time we saw a performance like that, it might have been Blake Bevins when he was pitching here for Irving.
Yeah, that no-hitter.
2007, yeah, with the no-no here.
Diaz fouls one off. 6-0 was the final score of that game. Unhittable that night, wasn't he?
He was. One good defensive play. I was short or second, if I recall. Made a good defensive play. Other than that, it was all the pitcher in that game.
took a little bit off of that one and crossed up Diaz, and the Tigers are down to their last strike. Lyons is ready. The leg kick and the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He strikes out the side in the bottom of the 7th for his 15th strikeout. And the Cardinals have blanked the Tigers twice in a week. Shut them out earlier 10-0, and they shut them out tonight 7-0. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Tigers. Jake Lyons with 15 strikeouts, your winning pitcher. His record goes to 3-1. No runs on 1 hit for the Tigers. Christian Banda is a losing pitcher. The Cardinals now go to 3-1 in district, 7-5 on the year. The Tigers fall to 2-2 in district play, 5-5 on the season.
Take a look at Mr. Lyons and some of his handiwork tonight with the K's. Like I said, he got him swinging just as often as he did looking, just like that. A very good pitch by the junior. But just as impressive as the 15 Ks is the fact that he walked just 1 batter. And now for the 4th time out of 6 times between these 2 teams, the Tigers have been shut out by the Cardinals. And the Cardinals have themselves in a pretty good position now in the district race with the big win, going now 3-1 on the year. But it's the guy right there wearing number 7, 15 Ks, 1 walk, our star of the game. John?
I was impressed, Rob, and as we said, if you don't get to him early, you might not have much of a chance in the later innings, and that was the case tonight as the Cardinals shut out the Tigers 7-0. Our thanks to both coaches, the staff here at Irving High, for our ICT and production crew. Once again, our final score, Mac 7, Irving 0. For Rob Willman, this is John Nelson saying good night from the Tiger Yard.
Irving Game of the Week has been brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning,